When I'm at home, I really am at home. But when I'm on the job, I really am on the job. Because of the integrity, I don't have to worry about what I said or did yesterday. I can concentrate on what I've got to do and want to do today.
What happens at home doesn't always stay at home. Zig mentions here the importance of making sure you have a solid work-life balance. Once you are off from work, stay off from work. Once you are on the job, focus on the job. By being able to do this, you will create a happier and more fulfilling balance between work and home.
The level of your commitment is the critical issue, and it depends also on how badly you want to achieve those. The first 2.5 years I was in sales, I struggled desperately, and I do mean desperately. I remember some very difficult times where they disconnected my telephone, cut off my lights. I had to turn the car back in. I couldn't pay for it. I was a wandering generality, among other things. In one 5-year stretch, I was in 17 different deals. And that's all there were deals. But what happened was, I went to a meeting at the end of 2.5 years, and a man named P.C. Merrill was there. When it was over, and he, for whatever reason, zeroed in on me, he told me he wanted to talk to me. And so he said, you know, I've watched you for 2.5 years, and I've never seen such a waste. That'll get your attention. And I said, what do you mean, Mr. Merrill? He said, I believe you could be the national champion. I believe you could go all the way to the top, become an executive in this company if you just believed in yourself and went to work on a regular schedule. Well, I was raised with a lot of love, but nobody had ever said things like, you can be a great one, you can be a national champion. But because of his integrity and because of his success, he had written the training program, had set all of the records, I believed him. When I left that meeting, that little car, I was driving a Crosley automobile without a heater, and it was cold. I started not to go to the meeting. But on the way home, that little car never touched the pavement. I mean, it was just some. Had a demonstration that night. There were 3 couples there. They never had a chance. I mean, they were no longer talking with a little guy from a little town. They were talking to the new national champion. I didn't quite make it, but I did finish second out of 7,000 salespeople. The year before, I had not been in the top 5,000. Now, my commitment was I wanted so badly to be successful. The commitment I made was, Mr. Merrill had said, go to work on a regular schedule and believe in yourself. At exactly 9 o'clock every morning, without fail, rain or shine, cold or hot, I was knocking on somebody's door. Now, the interesting thing is, the redhead would ask me, you know, well, where are you going? I said, well, I got an appointment. I never told her the appointment was with myself to be knocking on that door. Now, that year, finishing second and receiving the best promotion the company had to offer, not one time did I ever finish in the top 20. Not one single month, not one single week, top 20. But at the end of the year, I was number 2 because there were no blanks. I sold every single week. That discipline, following the commitment. Now, to be honest, one of the things that was involved, if we had reached a certain sales level by Friday night, I didn't work on Saturday. So the redhead kept pretty careful check on just how the sales were going this week, because she wanted to be taken out to dinner on Saturday night, and we always did that.
Make the commitment to your goals, and you will see your life change dramatically. Zig realized he didn't just want to be another salesman, he wanted to be the salesman. By sticking to his commitment and goals of being better than he was, his entire life was changed.
That's an attitude you can acquire right there in your automobile. You can get new knowledge, new information, and new inspiration to keep on going.